Stevie J from Glow Up or Shut Up and AngryMarks.com and the Wrestling Observer with your UFC Nogeuira vs. Werdum weigh-in results from Fuel TV. But first, a little bit of housekeeping news. The AngryMarks vs. Derek Brunson fight is canceled because AngryMarks was in a car accident and suffered a concussion. So there was no way they were going to let him fight tomorrow night. The fight is off. Now I'll look down here and there so I don't butcher the Brazilian names too badly. Please bear with me as I check my notes throughout. First fight on the card was Antonio Braga Neto versus Anthony Smith. 184 pounds for Smith, 185 even for Neto. Next up, Caio Magalhães versus Carlos Vemela. 186 for Vemela and 186 for Magalhães as well. So that fight is official. Rodrigo and Mizuto Hirota. 146 for Hirota and 146 for Dam I should say. Sorry about that. It's Rodrigo Dam. Knew I'd get one of these wrong. Then we have Ildemar Alcantara versus Leandro Silva at welterweight. 169 for Silva and 171 for Alcantara. That fight is now official too. Godofredo Pepe and Felipe Aranches. 146 for Aranches and 146 for Pepe, who dyed his hair bright purple. You can call him Pepe the Purple now if you want to. Rafael Assunção versus Vaughn Lee. Vaughn Lee weighed 134, and the number 6 bantamweight in the world, Assunção, was 135 even. Honey Jason versus Mike Wilkinson at featherweight. 145 even for Wilkinson, 146 for Honey Jason, sans his hockey mask. Daniel Serafian versus Eddie Mendez. 184 for Mendez and 186 for Serafian, so that fight is official too. Eric Silva and Jason High. High came out booed roundly by the crowd and brushed the dirt off his shoulders the whole way. He was 170 even and so was Silva, so that fight is on. Thiago Silva versus Rafael Feijão at light heavyweight. 204 for Feijão and 206 for Thiago, who kept his shades on the whole time, and I don't think Feijão was happy about that. William Padalino versus Leonardo Santos. 170 even for both men, who are looking to win Tough Brazil Season 2, and presumably, like the UFC's Tough finales here, they get a 6-figure contract and yada yada yada. Maybe even a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, or whoever makes motorcycles in Brazil that's as big as Harley-Davidson is here. Last but not least, Fabricio Werdum, the number 3 heavyweight in UFC, versus the number 8 heavyweight in UFC in legendary Big Nog, Antonio Rodrigo Nogeuira. 242 pounds for Werdum, 237 for Nogeuira. That concludes your UFC on Fuel weigh-in recap. I'm Stevie J.